Hello, friends. So this one is Luke 19:11 through 27. So I know it's a little bit of a longer one, but it's the parable of the 10 minas, which is a type of money. Okay. So while they were listening to this Jesus is hanging out at a tax collector's house with the apostles. While they were listening to this, he went on to tell them a parable because he was near Jerusalem and the people thought that the kingdom of God was going to appear at once. So remember, they're thinking he's like a warrior king. That's what they're looking for, someone to end the Roman occupation. He said, a man of noble birth went to a distant country to have himself appointed king and then to return. So he called 10 of his servants and he gave them 10 minas. Put this money to work, he said, until I come back. But his subjects hated him and sent a delegation after him to say, we don't want this man to be our king. He was made king, however, and returned home. Then he sent for the servants to whom he had been given the money in order to find out what they had gained with it. The first one came and said, Sir, your mina has earned 10 more. Well done, my good servant, the master replied. Because you have been trustworthy in a very small matter, take charge of 10 cities. The second one came and said, Sir, your mina has earned 5 more. Then his master said, you take charge of 5 cities. Then another servant came and said, Sir, here is your mina. I have kept it laid away in a piece of cloth. I was afraid of you because you are a hard man. You take out what you did not put in and reap what you did not sow. His master replied, I will judge you by your own words, you wicked servant. You knew, did you, that I am a hard man, taking out what I did not put in and reaping what I did not sow? Why then didn't you put my money on deposit so that when I came back, I could have collected it with interest? Then he said to those standing by, take his mina away from him and give it to the one who has 10 minas. Sir, they said, he already has 10. He replied, I tell you that everyone who has more will be given. But for those, the one who has nothing, even what he had will be taken away. But those enemies of mine who did not want me to be king over them, bring them here, and I will kill them in front of me. So, he is giving this parable for a particular reason. Because some things happen here, and which are not in our control, okay? Because we're not really in control of anything. So things happen are not within our control. It's how it matters how we respond to those things that are not within our control. And they were given specific instructions. Put the money to work, right? The person who hid it in the cloth did not actually put the money to work. He was so afraid that he might fail that he did nothing. And in the doing nothing, he still ends up with nothing. He ends up with nothing in this world and in heaven. Because remember, all this is a parable for heaven. Once you know better, you're supposed to do better. You are supposed to go out and spread the light. So are you breathing life into the world today? Or are you breathing death into the world today? Are you so afraid of making a mistake that you're not doing anything at all? Because doing nothing just leads to more nothing. So what kind of world do you want to live in? And what are you doing today to make your world a better one?